99% of men have never discovered this. The first 60 minutes after waking up can either rebuild your manhood or slowly tear it apart, bit by bit, without you even noticing. In that short period, your decisions determine whether your circulation stays powerful or begins to fade. Whether your reflexes remain fast or start to dull. Whether your confidence expands or slips away gradually. And here's the truth most men over 60 rarely hear. It's not only about low T, it's not just about aging. For most men, the real cause is circulation. And it begins with a group of small, ignored habits you repeat each morning without realizing. Before we jump in, if you're ready to protect your circulation, energy, and confidence for years to come, hit subscribe and tap the notification bell now so you never miss these vital men's health tips. I'm Dr. Girag Mihai, a board-certified urologist. For more than 20 years, I've guided thousands of men to restore their vitality, rebuild their self-esteem, and reconnect with their loved ones. And in this video, I'm going to show you a simple 4-step morning routine that can flood your system with oxygen, stabilize essential hormones, enhance your reflexes, and help you feel like yourself again. No pills, no tools, no tricks. Stay with me until the very end, because I'll reveal one lesser-known tweak that helped a 64-year-old patient of mine restore consistent performance and full confidence in just 7 days. Here's the top myth I want to eliminate right now. Your manhood depends on healthy circulation. Every signal, every reaction, every surge in confidence, they all begin with your blood vessels' ability to widen, flow, and transport nutrients. When that function drops, your vitality declines. And the main cause is something called endothelial dysfunction. This occurs when the inner lining of your blood vessels fails to function the way it's supposed to. Your body produces less nitric oxide, the molecule that tells arteries to open and relax. Without enough of it, your arteries stiffen, blood can't move smoothly, and symptoms start to appear. It begins as reduced drive, slow energy, delayed reflexes. And most men are prescribed pills that only cover the symptoms instead of fixing the root cause. Let me share about Joe, one of my longtime patients. Joe is 68 years old. When he initially visited me, he was quiet, uncomfortable. He simply said, "I don't feel like myself anymore." He missed the spark with his wife, the bond, the pride in who he was. He said it felt like his body was silently closing the door on him. After just 3 weeks of focused circulatory work and beginning a specific morning routine, Joe returned to my office with color in his cheeks. He told me, "I feel present again, awake, capable." And I knew at that moment he wasn't the only one. If you're still following so far, type 1 in the comments and hit the like button. It lets us know you're with us. Multiple studies support what I've observed for decades in my practice. Morning movement boosts nitric oxide production, supports blood vessel health, and may even reverse endothelial dysfunction, even in later years. And here's something even more powerful. Erectile problems aren't just about intimacy, they can be an early signal. In fact, they frequently appear 3 to 5 years before heart disease sets in. By your 60s, your blood vessel dilation can decline by over 50. A healthy man in his 20s might have a 7% to 8% flow dilation. By age 60, that rate can drop to just 3% to 4%. That's not a minor dip, it's a biological deceleration. And no amount of desire can fix that. You can have all the motivation imaginable, but if blood flow can't reach the destination, nothing occurs. Think of it like a firefighter ready to fight a fire. He's trained, he's ready, but if the hose is twisted or the water flow is weak, he can't do his job. That's why men who only target libido often end up disappointed. The true key is circulation. The good news: blood vessels can recover. Endothelial cells respond quickly to correct signals. Especially in the morning when your hormones are more active, cortisol naturally rises and your blood vessels are primed to cooperate. Studies reveal that certain morning routines can increase nitric oxide by 1% in just a few weeks. That means stronger blood flow, quicker reaction times, and better sexual performance naturally. Nitric oxide is your body's master controller for circulation. It signals your arteries when to open and how much pressure to maintain. But here's the issue. By age 70, your nitric oxide levels can fall by as much as 75%. That drop isn't permanent. You can restore it through targeted nutrition, focused breathing, and natural ingredients. And that's exactly what my 4-step morning routine is built to do. Before I give you those steps, I want you to grasp this fully. If you've accepted the belief that decline is unavoidable, you've already surrendered half the fight. What you do in the morning either activates your circulation or pushes it further into dysfunction. And for men over 60, this early window is vital. Sadly, most men unknowingly make decisions that harm them before the day even starts. Take Dr. Michael James, a respected internist. For more than 20 years, his mornings followed the same pattern: roll out of bed, sip coffee, eat toast, take a fast shower, rush to work. By the time he turned 62, he felt burned out by noon. His mental sharpness was declining. His drive had faded. He assumed it was simply part of aging. But when he reviewed his personal habits, he realized his morning routine had been working against him all along. He wasn't supporting his blood flow. He wasn't helping his hormone balance. He was draining his own energy. Between 6 and 9 a.m., your testosterone reaches its daily peak. Your cortisol rises to help manage alertness and metabolism. Your blood vessels are more sensitive to nitric oxide. Clinical studies reveal that the same habit practiced in the morning can be up to 3 times more effective than done later in the day. But here's what an average morning looks like for most men. Eyes open. First move. Grab the phone. A wave of news, stress, or texts floods your brain and disrupts your natural cortisol cycle. Then straight to the kitchen. Coffee on an empty stomach. Maybe a sugary breakfast, maybe nothing at all. No hydration, no real nutrients. Then it's into a chair, at a desk, in a car, or on the couch. This domino effect is a quiet catastrophe. Your blood stays thick from overnight dehydration. Stress hormones surge from screen time and caffeine. Processed food, or no food at all, ignites inflammation, and worst of all, you remain stuck. Your heart has to work harder to pump thickened blood. Your muscles tighten instead of relaxing. Testosterone meant to rise gets blocked by stress chemistry. Nitric oxide remains low, and all of this creates a hormonal and vascular crash that lingers the rest of the day. Let me show you what happens when you shift those habits. Gordon, 66, was an accountant. His mornings were quiet, habitual, and rushed. Coffee, emails, quick breakfast, then straight to work. He told me he felt drained before lunch and disconnected from his partner by night. He kept things simple. He stepped outside for 10 minutes of sunlight. He did 5 minutes of deep breathing. He stretched his legs and hips lightly. He ate a protein-rich breakfast instead of sugar. Within 3 weeks, Gordon began waking up naturally, no alarm. His energy became consistent. His mood stabilized. Lab results showed his testosterone increased by 18, inflammation dropped by 30. That's the power of small positive shifts. Step 1. Morning sunlight exposure. Spend 10 to 15 minutes outside within an hour of waking. No sunglasses, no filters. Natural light resets your brain's master clock and aligns your hormones. Testosterone, cortisol, melatonin. It also triggers nitric oxide production from your skin and vessels. One study showed consistent early light raised testosterone by 25% in just 2 weeks. For added benefit, combine it with walking or stretching. Step 2. Diaphragmatic breathing. 5 minutes of slow belly breathing. Aim for 5 breaths per minute. Inhale through your nose for 6 seconds, hold for 2, exhale through your mouth for 6. This reduces cortisol, soothes the heart, and increases nitric oxide in the nasal passages, opening vessels by up to 20%. Are you finding these steps useful? Type 1 if they help, or 0 if you want other topics covered. Your feedback guides what I share next. Step 3. Exercise. Choose one compound movement. Bodyweight squats, push-ups, or step-ups. Perform 8 to 12 slow, controlled repetitions. You're not trying to get sore, you're giving your body a signal to produce testosterone and engage muscle groups. Step 4. Testosterone-boosting breakfast. 2 or 3 eggs, spinach and olive oil, half an avocado, and some berries. Protein, healthy fats, zinc, magnesium, everything your body needs to make testosterone and maintain strong blood flow. If you don't get morning sunlight, add 800 to 2000 IU of vitamin D3. When you combine these 4 steps in the first 30 to 60 minutes of your day, you send strong signals to your system. Open the blood vessels, balance the hormones, stay energized. Over time, your stamina increases, your sleep improves, and your confidence quietly returns. This isn't a shortcut. It's a reset, and it works because it follows your body's natural schedule. Even if you're only 80% consistent, your body will give 100% back. The best years of your life aren't behind you. They can begin the moment you reclaim your mornings. So try this 4-step routine. Stick with it. The best years of your life don't have to be behind you. They can start the moment you take your mornings back. If you enjoyed this and want more tips to keep your strength, circulation and manhood alive, subscribe now and turn on the notification bell. We love hearing from you. Which of these 4 steps will you try first? Drop it in the comments below. Your feedback inspires us to keep creating helpful health tips. And share this with a friend who deserves to feel his best again. Gentlemen, if today's video helped you protect your health, your confidence, or your energy, you can now say thanks in a special way. Just click the thanks button below the video. Your support helps me share more tips that keep men strong and healthy well past 60, and I truly appreciate every single one of you.